Finally, Stefon Diggs has spoken the moment I've been waiting for a long, long time. I can hardly contain myself. Feel like I'm about to watch a movie. Let's go inside the locker room.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the locker room on YouTube. You know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, locker room. Yeah, we in the locker room. Texas talk. Yeah, you know what we about to
Finally happened. Finally happened. Stefon Diggs has spoken. It's been about 8 weeks waiting patiently, some more patient than others. Some say, why do you want to hear Stefon Diggs speak? I like press conferences. Full disclosure, it is the locker room, number one source for Houston Texans daily digital content. I'm Landry Locker. You can see me right here. You can hear me maybe somewhere soon. But Stefon Diggs press conference, I've been waiting for this for a while. There's a lot of drama. There's the buildup in Buffalo. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time to hear Stefon Diggs, to hear what he's got to say, to hear what he's going to say about his past and about his future. Right off the top, Derek owes me $5. I told you he was going to get asked about the Diva. Now it was Cody Stutes, so it was one of my right hand guys. And the guy that covers the squad best that asked it. So maybe that's a little bit of cheating. But yeah, I like press conferences because I like the buildup. I like the drama. I like the authenticity. I like the challenge. I like the chess game of answering questions. I like players being able to go get their message out there. I like media trying to get the message out there to the fans. Not as big on people just asking questions just to ask questions. But that's kind of the world we live in. But yeah, uh, we got to hear from Stefon Diggs, and right off the top, let's hear from him. By the way, 10:30 live still going down. We did the 11 a.m. 11 a.m. is going to be a daily thing, and that's only going to expand. I'll be putting out videos throughout. I think there's going to be a Tank and a CJ throughout the week, but 11 a.m. ish. Not much else going on around that time. So 11 a.m. and then right here on this. Let's hear what Stefon Diggs had to say, and just look at this anticipation.
A little bit. Appreciate y'all. How y'all doing, man? Oh, sure.
Stefon, how do you feel like you're doing as far as building the time and the chemistry with the time you've had with CJ and all the other guys?
Well, it's been the beginning. Obviously, I only been here a couple of days, spent some time at OTAs, which was exciting. Also getting used to the heat a little bit, so it's fun. But taking it one day at a time. Obviously, it's a work in progress, but at the end of the day, it's still football, so having a lot of fun.
Stefon, what excites you most about this team, and what are you most looking forward to since you've been traded?
What excites me most? I mean, just the guys that I've been around. Obviously, the quarterback position, the fellow receivers. Congratulations to Nick as well. Just getting paid, putting a lot of work in, and I watched him on tape even before I got here. Definitely one of the best receivers, we got. And Tank, obviously, I knew Tank for a while now. He's like a little bro and little Mechie. Just spending time with the guys, being around the team and building that camaraderie.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't know that they'd known each other for a long time, but I guess they had. No idea.
I've been in the league for a little while now, so being around a good group of guys is always, a breath of fresh air too.
What did you mean to you? Go ahead.
What was your mindset coming in? It's your third team, coming into this situation with this group of guys. What was your mindset walking in? Where did you want to start and have your input, and what was your stamp to say, this is my input on this team, besides what you want to produce on the field?
Yeah, just more so earning the respect of my teammates. As a player, and I've been around the league for a little while now, earning the respect of your peers first, earning the respect of your coaches, being where you're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, taking your time each and every day, really valuing the moment. I take it pretty serious, but loving what I'm doing and loving who I'm being around. So my impact is going to be more so just taking it one day at a time, being myself. And I can't be nobody that I'm not. I'm going to still be myself, but continue to build and grow in the right direction. That comes from earning the respect of your teammates and being accountable, as far as like with the plays and all the new stuff they got going on. So, like I said, it's only like my fourth day out here, so.
Go ahead, Sergeant. I'm just going to ask you, how does it feel to be one of the vets now, to be able to mentor some of these younger guys coming up, some of the wide receivers that have watched you play and now they're around you as well?
It's crazy because, you know, I've been in the league for a little while now, and, you know, I have those conversations with them, and I listen to them talk, and I'm like, damn, you sound a lot like myself when I was your age, but it's them. Like I said, it's a breath of fresh air. And it kind of keeps me in that mindset, like, I don't know, I just remember being in their shoes, and I'm equally as hungry, if not even more now, you know, because I've had a taste of, you know, the playoffs and getting close and that kind of thing. And I see their mindset and the things that they want for themselves, and, you know, that's everything I always wanted for myself. So it's always like a little chuckle inside when I hear them say, I want this, I want to do this. And I'm like, you're going to get all of that, you know what I'm saying? Just keep working. And, you know, obviously the young guys that we got, they work extremely hard, and they definitely like uber talented. So being around them just like that, like I said, it's a breath of fresh air for me, and it's just like shit. Also being a vet, you know what I'm saying, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying, I've seen a lot. I know what it takes to be successful on the field, and I know what it takes to win. So I'm trying to bring that mindset each and every day.
Gotta wear the sweater in the heat. That's how you get the sweat, man. That's how you build character. It is the locker room. Be sure to subscribe, like, right along. 10:30, the normal stream. We'll hear from D'Amico. We'll get into some other things. The live stream show tomorrow at 11, and we'll keep it going. Appreciate y'all for coming through.
So, in training, did you feel like you've been chasing a Super Bowl? Did you look at the Texans roster with the quarterback attitude and try and say, hey, this might be a place that I can try to pursue that goal?
Well, I mean, I feel like I've been chasing the Super Bowl since I got in the league. So, I mean, to say like, you know, you get to one specific place and say, this is where I want to try to win it, but this is where I'm at right now. You know what I'm saying? I obviously believe in this team. I believe in the quarterback. You know, those are, you know, unspoken things that we all can assume. But for me, chasing the ring isn't a like I came here to chase it. I came here to win. I'm saying that starts with a game one and moving forward. Of course, you want a ring, and it sounds good to be like you want a Super Bowl and you want a ring, but it takes a lot of effort and a lot of consistency. For me, I take it in one day at a time. It starts in practice, it starts in the walkthrough, it starts in the meeting room. So for me, winning is always in the forefront of my brain with everything that I do. You know what I'm saying? But it's one thing at a time rather than just jumping the gun. I don't put the carriage before the horse.
Okay.
How do you deal with the perception that things didn't end well in Buffalo for you? People have sometimes labeled you as a diva wide receiver. How do you deal with that perception when you hear people say those things?
Well, personally, I don't take things personal from people I don't know personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you garnish your opinion from what you hear about somebody, it's not different if you know them on a personal level. Not too many people know me on a personal level. I mean, I don't particularly share a lot of my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? I keep work. You know what I'm saying? I try not to dive into, like, how I feel about certain things or, like, you know what I'm saying, people's opinions. You know, I've been in the league about to go on my 10th year. I've obviously put in a lot of work to get to where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Respect level is always there. You know what I'm saying? Who I am as a player. They know who I am. You know, I'm a true competitor. I love to win. You know what I'm saying? I love getting better. And who I am as a person. You know what I'm saying? But this is a job at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? We build a family environment with your team. Those guys will know me personally. That's why I earn the respect of them first, along with my coaches. But I try not to take things personal from people I don't know on a personal level. You know what I'm saying? Rule of thumb.
I feel that.
On the offensive side of the ball.
That's good stuff from Diggs right there. Look at that. Look at that smirk. He knows he just brought it right. Look at that. Look at that. That's a walk-off right there. I don't know what he's doing there. Look at that look. He's like, hey, what's up, dude? I don't know, maybe he's got a little something for whoever's asking this question. But I like that quote as well. Shout out to Johnny. Personally, don't take things personal from people I don't know personally. That's good. Colby ain't too worried about it. I guess dude's is getting jacked. Shout out to Captain Fireball. Shout out to Nuff Said. Y'all ever go out to a Texans game? Nuff Said. Be sure to throw him 20 in the cash app. But that is the best best tailgate.
Hell yeah.
Is that a good thing, a worrisome thing? Like, how do you balance just everyone kind of getting theirs and also winning?
I mean, I feel like that's something I knew coming in. You know what I'm saying? Before I got here. Obviously know that Nick had a hell of a year. Tank just got hurt. He was going to have a hell of a year. And it's always a balance. It's not my job to sling the field around. It's my job to call the plays. I just got to get open and catch it. So for me, it's not nothing I would worry about, considering, you know, you do your job, you get the ball. And I feel like this offense is one of those offenses that got a lot of horses in the stable, you know what I'm saying? You let them all loose, we'll figure the rest out.
Asking what's the grade so far? I'll say right now he's rolling a solid B. He's rolling a solid B.
CJ, we talked to CJ maybe like a month ago about about y'all meeting at the Pro Bowl and y'all
Mm-hmm.
developing a relationship.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, wanted to hear like from your perspective, like what really drew you to him, and how did that relationship develop over time until you ended up getting traded?
Obviously, like at the end of the season, it was a lot of gray area as far as like what I was going to do, as far as like whether I was going to be in Buffalo or not. And then going into the Pro Bowl, you know, obviously that's a place where like the best athletes in the world are, the best football players in the world are, and just happened organically that he was not too many seats from me at the Pro Bowl where we get dressed and did all that, and we had chopped it up a little bit, and I kind of like got to know him a little bit. And I'm like, damn, he pretty cool. So kind of when things started hitting the fan and Houston was kind of on the radar, I was like, this damn. Ironic, I don't believe in coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And I asked God to light my path, and here I am. So it was definitely something to get super excited about. I don't know how many times I smiled. I wasn't here yet. I didn't get to share the smiles with y'all, but I promise you, I'm super happy.
2020, you were top 4 in receiving yards, touchdowns, everything in that aspect. And obviously, you get traded. So what kind of went through your mind when you were traded?
I mean, for me, like I try not to get too personal, but I kind of felt it was going in that direction. Like, throughout the season, it had some ups and downs, especially after the first 8. We had coaching shifting and different things going different ways, different scheme-wise, schematic, and, the ups and downs of it. But for me, I kind of, you kind of feel it in the air a little bit, especially, personal feelings. But for me, when I got traded, obviously, I was happy. I was in a good place. Like I said, I told God to light my path, and here I am. So he makes no mistakes. I'm standing firm in that. I'm standing strong. So when I say I've been smiling, I've been smiling.
There couldn't be
plus
two
now.
climates probably more different in the NFL than
Yeah.
Houston and Buffalo. So
Yeah, hell yeah.
you kind of noted that earlier, but are there things you're doing to kind of adjust to such a big change, like on and off the field?
Yeah, it's a little crazy just because the previous places I were, it was like, it's not hot. It was like kind of cool, you got good weather for the most part until it get cold out. And then you come to a place like this and it's like, damn near HELL out here every day. But as far as like my approach with the game, being somewhere new, I kind of partner that with just being a professional and hydrating the right way. No extracurriculars during the week, trying to have all the energy that you can, and really just taking my time. The nutrition part is obviously another layer, but as a professional and damn near as an adult, like the older I get, you got to take care of your body a little bit more. So I'm packing on a little bit now. So we'll see.
You talk about the.
Earlier you talked about your desire to win, but
Yeah.
from what are you willing to share? What are some of the lessons that you learned right there in Minnesota and Buffalo to make
Yeah.
it, kind of all come together here in Houston?
It's crazy because that's a question I had asked myself. I'm a big person of self-reflection. You know what I'm saying? Like being in those places before, asking God to light my path, I still had to look where I came from and a lot of things that I had learned, whether it was in Minnesota, whether it was in Buffalo. What were the things that worked and what were the things that could have helped in that situation? So, and I feel like things that I'm carrying over is like just putting a lot more time in. Football is football at the end of the day, but you don't know what an extra meeting would do or some extra time after practice or some extra time in the morning. Just maybe some little things that kind of can carry over and, do something that'll help you on the field. So just spending more time. You think you're working, and at times you can have a lot of success, but that extra layer or that extra, little bit of practice time or meeting time could.
That's going to be good for this squad, man. I know it's just one. You traded back 19 spots for this. This guy's going to be good for this squad.
Could win you an extra game or get you on the same page with your quarterback. So for me, just what I really kind of garnished from my past is more so putting more time in, because it's not about effort. For me, it was never about effort. It was never about grind, because I put the time in off the field and on the field. But it's more so keep building and being on the right pace consistently, because, when you get later on in the season, you want to be hitting on all cylinders, but that comes from putting that extra time in. So for me, I give you a little tidbit, just putting a lot more time in. Even though you think you're grinding, working smarter, not only hard.
Well, before you got to Houston, the Minneapolis Miracle,
Oh,
were you
yeah.
able to pick
Long
Keenum's
time
brain?
ago.
Huh?
Long
Were
time
you able
ago.
to pick Keenum's brain a little bit, find out about the organization? And lastly, Does the brother matchup, the Diggs matchup, take on a little extra meaning this year in the Battle of Texas?
I think that's a 2-for-1 question. I'll let you pick one and let somebody else pick the last one. So you could pick one you want though. There you go. I knew you was gonna pick that one. It's later on in the season. Right now I'm spending a lot of time with my brother. You know, obviously he's healing up, getting on the right pace with his rehab and his recovery. I want to see him hitting on all cylinders. But you know, down the line, that's down the line. That's something I can get excited about when it comes. But it does actually add a little extra incentive, you know, closer to that holiday. You know what I'm saying? We get that win. It's exciting.
We're going to end with Sergeant Aaron.
Gotcha.
Right, 2 more, baby.
Family, you just got to talk about your brother. We looked at the Texans from a talent standpoint, but I was there when you came to the J.J. Watt Charity Softball Classic, and the way that the legends, the Houston Texans legends, embraced you. How have you accepted that family build that's here in NRG?
It's crazy because, I mean, kind of what we touched on a little bit, just I don't take things personal from the people I don't know personally, but these people I'm learning personally. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they welcome me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they call it like the Southern like hospitality, but they are very welcoming and very open arms, and, you know, kind of like, I just feel like it's important for me to be a part of things like that, and, you know, be a part of, you know, obviously charity is, you know, just one layer of it, but be around the people that came before you, not only giving them the respect, but giving them that, you know, like, I'm here to kind of follow those footsteps and to, you know, fall in line with, you know, Andre Johnson. He's going in the Hall of Fame. That's what you want to be like. So when I'm talking to the young guys and I'm like, I've been in your shoes before, I'm taking it a step further at this point to be around the people that came before me, and, you know, hopefully a little bit that'll rub off. You know what I'm saying? But that family environment,
Andre shout out.
I feel it. It's
Hall
genuine.
of Fame.
And you thrive in that space. You thrive in a space when you love, right? You thrive in a space of being around those who, like, you know, truly care and truly want to see you win. So for me, I just been taking it one day at a time and, you know, trying to do the right shit. Excuse my language for anybody who can't cut.
It's your third ass ball. Don't be apologizing.
There you
Good.
go. I used to beat your ass though, so. Sorry. You're right.
When you look at the creativity that Bobby Sloan had, as you talk with him, talk football, what are your impressions of Bobby and kind of what you guys can cook up together?
I just saw him move the pieces around last year. You know, you had a star receiver get hurt. And when I speak of star, I think Tank's a star, straight up and down. Get hurt, and you still had other horses in the stable come in and play very well, play at a high level. Obviously with Neek, I feel like you give him the pieces, he's gonna make them shake. You know, obviously when I look at his offense and the time that I've spent with him, I'm kind of relaying back to, you know, a couple teams that I've seen on tape, and he showed me a little bit. And those guys had a lot of stars on that.
Tank's a star.
Played at a very high level, and they had a lot of success. So, like I said, there's a lot of horses in the stable. I really look forward to making it all shake. Thank y'all.
Last one right here.
Oh,
one more.
You know, Josh Allen said that you were very instrumental into making him the quarterback that he was.
Good job, DJ.
That he is now. How instrumental do you think Josh was to helping you elevate to the next level of receiver that you ended up becoming?
I feel like he was a intricate piece in my career, because at that point, you know, when I left Minnesota or whatever, like I presume I was a good player. You know what I'm saying, but I always felt more for myself. I felt like I was better than that, that I could be better than that. And I kind of, up to that point, I was just like, shit, I'm going to roll the dice and bet on myself. You know what I'm saying? And they sent me to Buffalo. I don't know if they sent me to Buffalo with the most kindest, you know, with the most great intent, but all's well ends well. You know, when I got to Buffalo, Josh is still my guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't really understand what it's like to be out there. You know what I'm saying? And he really embraced me. You know what I'm saying? He kind of had that Southern hospitality. You know what I'm saying? So for me, he embraced me. We spent a lot of time, and I probably wouldn't be right here if it wasn't for him too. So, you know, I got a lot of love for that boy. So y'all.
At the table for Josh Allen. There you go. That's Stefon Diggs, and I got to tell you, A plus right there. I don't know why that guy wasn't up there immediately, but he did his thing. A couple of things. Obviously, he said the basic stock answer about the talent on offense. He threw out the Andre Johnson thing. I thought there was some good insight on keeping the body right and all that, which is really the key right now, especially for the age he's at. He said Tank Dell's a star. He said, make no mistake, Tank Dell is a star. And I think overall that was an entertaining thing. And that's the kind of stuff I like. I know some people don't enjoy the press conferences. I enjoy the hell out of the press conferences. Aaron Wilson went to a high school in the DC area, so that's what he was talking about. Where he said that he beat his ass. That's who he was talking about for sure. I'm living good. 10:30. We'll be back at it, but Diggs at the podium. I think prime time kind of summarizes it perfect. That's why I wanted to see that. I knew he would be. Appreciate everyone for coming through. Subscribe, like, right along. Let me know what you think of Stefon Diggs. It's going to be a fun season. It's picking up. The content's picking up. Talk to you at 10:30. We got a hell of a lot to talk to because Diggs wasn't the only one that spoke.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the locker room on YouTube. You know what it is. Let's get it. Hey, locker room. Yeah, we in the locker room. Texas talk. Yeah, you know what we about to do. Localize every angle is what we really do. We the source. We the pulse of the city too. Landlocked. Got the game in the